Very good morning to you all children. Today we are going to see the continuation of our lesson 4, making presentation. In our previous video we have learned how to decide an outline for the presentation, how to verify the content, how to create slides and add visual effects to our presentation. Now we are going to see what are the guidelines that is followed while creating a slide. So these are the steps which we should have in our mind before creating a slide. Always our slide should have a title. Okay, a slide should have a proper title. Then your slide should not have more than 5 subpoints. So always should have only 5 points in it. You should not write any information in the form of a paragraph. So it should always be mentioned in the form of points. Okay, then we have to prepare slides according to the time allotted. Say suppose you have only 15 minutes, then you can present only 10 slides within that time. So we have to prepare slide within for the time allotted. Okay, then we have to make sure that the images, graphs or charts whichever we insert in our slide should not be distracting. Okay, the content only should be given importance, and the image or some graphs whichever we inserted, you should not distract the content of the audience. Okay, then we should aware of the copyright issues while we are gathering information from various resources, and then or image or graph, everything should appear on the same side of the slide. So throughout the presentation, if you are placing an image on the right side, then throughout this each and every slide you have to press the image on the right side only. So these are the guidelines which are followed for creating a slide. Then we are going to see layout. So what is layout is? It is the plan to make the optimum use of the slide. Okay, in the slide where you are placing the title and image or graph, where you are inserting the text, so how it appears, so how you are filling the space in the slide. So that is known as the layout. So layout of a slide refers to the placement of title, bullets, text, images, slide numbers and any other information whatever you are typing or inserting in the slide is known as the layout. Then we are going to see templates. So templates, they give the uniform look to a slide. So we can choose a template based on the presentation. If you are choosing, say suppose any of your interest, any books, okay, so we can choose the templates relating to the images of the books or any educational templates you can choose. There are also the default templates which are available in our presentation application. You can either choose from that, or you can even create or you can even customize your own templates. Okay, if you are choosing any default templates which is available in your presentation application, then that templates will have the preset font sizes and style. Okay, for heading they will it may have a it will have a proper preset font size and style. Okay, and for the text also it will have the preset fonts and style if we use the default templates. Okay, so this is the template how we can use. So we should always use a templates which best suits for our presentation. Then we are going to see how to insert a picture in a slide. So for that, first we have to click the insert option. Then we have to select the image. Okay, image from the file which we are going to insert. Okay, the particular image we have to browse from our computer and we have to click open. Then the particular image gets opened in our slide. Then you can drag the image to which location it want to appear in your screen. You can adjust the height, width of the image, and you can drag it using your mouse and can place anywhere in the screen, either in the right corner or top corner, okay, bottom. It is up to you where you can place the image. So like this you can insert a picture in a slide. Then we are going to see the aware rules of a presentation. So what are the aware rules? Is nothing but awareness about the copyright. So a lot of content is available under the copyright option. Okay, this is the copyright symbol. So a lot of content is available under the copyright option only. This means that that content which the user did cannot be copied without the permission of the user. Say suppose you are presenting about any topic, any related to your subject, or you are finding something new, and you are if you are presenting, then someone cannot copy your idea, so that is known as the copyright. So we should not use that copyright materials. Okay, we should always check for copyright before we are using any content from any resources. We should always use only the Creative Commons licensed content. So what is meant by WO? That we have to watch for CC. CC means here is Creative Commons license. We should always use that type of materials only for our information which we need to be typed in our presentation. Only that materials allow people to share each other's works, that we can gather information, we can take from that, and we can share that particular information. So we have to always refer and prefer the Creative Commons license material. So first what we have to do, we should not take content from the copyright material. We should always follow the Creative Commons license material. Okay, then we should acknowledge the source of information. Say suppose you are taking a material from CC. Okay, CC. Say suppose you are taking a CC material. We should always acknowledge the author. So somebody have written that they will be the author for that particular topic, so that particular paper. So you have to always acknowledge them. Okay, where you have to take the information from that particular paper, and then you are presenting, and you have to represent the author's name also. Okay, if you are using for any educational purposes, you have to take permission from that copyright owner, and you have to acknowledge his author name. Okay, then we have to reject plagiarism. So we should not copy word by word of anybody's content. Okay, we should always present it in our own. If you do copy any word by word, if you copied anybody's information randomly, then that is unethical. Okay, we should not take the effort of other person. So we should always do with our own words only. We should not copy anybody's work. Okay, then we have to, E means explain in your own words. We should always explain what we understand in our own words only. We should not just simply read or simply take the information without understanding. You cannot type somebody's works just like that. So you should always type in the information only in your own words. So content taken from different resources, it should always be explained in your own words only. So this can be done with a paraphrasing. So what are the aware rules? So A means we should be aware about the copyright issues. We should not take materials from the copyright. Okay, copyright issues, we not take materials. We should always check for copyright before using any content from any sources. Then we should always go and prefer and refer only the Creative Commons license material. Okay, we should always prefer that only. Then we should acknowledge the source of information from where you are taking. So we should always acknowledge it. Then we should reject plagiarism. We should not copy anybody's work word to word. We should never do that. It is unethical. We should never do that. Okay, then we have to explain. Always explain the content in our own words only. We should not copy anybody's work. So these are the aware rules which is followed while creating a presentation. Then we are going to see how we can add an animation to a presentation. So using Office Impress, first we have to select custom animation from the slideshow menu. Okay, from the slideshow we have to select the custom animation. Then we have to select particular slide for which we are going to animate. Then we have to click OK. Then we can select the various effects which is available. Okay, default there will be various effects. So we can click that and then we can click OK. So first what we are doing, first we have to select slideshow, then custom animation, then we have to select the content on the slide which is to be animated, and then we are clicking OK. In MS PowerPoint, we have to select the animation menu and then add the animation to the desired content of the slide. So that particular slide which we have selected will get animated. Okay. Then we are going to see how to customize our animation. We can control the start of the animation by if you click once in your mouse, then your slide gets animated. Then you can change or remove an animation. We can control the speed of the animation. So how it needs to appear. You can give the time limit for the animation. Then you can select the order of appearance of a text or object. So one by one your text want to appear, or the total content of the slide need to appear at the same time. So you can decide everything, and you can also preview the animation. So animation effect, whatever you have done before applying it to the slide. So these are the ways that we can use to customize the animation. Okay. Then we are going to see notes. So notes tab, you can also add notes to our bullet points in the slides by just clicking on the view menu, then click on notes tab, and simply we can type the notes for the particular slide. Okay, we have already learned in your lower classes there will be two types of notes. One which will be visible to the presenter alone, that is if I create the presentation only I can see the notes, and another one is the audience can also see the notes for the bullet points. They are nothing but the explanation of the points which we typed in the slides. So, okay, then we can also add notes to our presentation. Then we are going to see what are the visual style effects we can add to our presentation. And so we have to say first for that, we have to ensure throughout the presentation we have using a same font. Okay, font size, style, everything throughout the presentation it should be same. Okay, we should always follow only one alignment style. So if you are aligning the text to the left, okay, so then throughout the presentation the slide should be aligned only to the left. Okay, then the text or images, they should not touch the border of the slide. So here in this page it should not touch the border. Okay, here it should not touch. So it will be within that slide only. Then we should not use capital letters. So in the text while we are typing, only the important or any points to be highlighted, only that particular word should be typed with the capital letters. We should not type all the text in the capital letters. Then it will not give an uniform look to the presentation. And we are going to see how to add text font color should be in contrast with the background color. So our text color should be contrast with the background color. So here this is the background color where I used is light yellow color, and the text I used is black color. Only then the text will be visible to the audience clearly. If you use the same yellow color to type, then the text will not be visible to the audience. So we should always use a text font color which should be in contrast with the background color. Only then it will be visible. Then should avoid using more than 3 different colors. So if you are using different colors in a particular slide, then it will not look nice. No, so we should avoid that. Then with the slide elements like text or any graphs, whichever we can insert, it can also be animated, and we can use any transition effects. So use animation only in a limited way. Okay, if you use more animation in a particular slide, then it can also be a distraction to the viewers. So we should not do that. Then we are going to see how to create a slideshow. Slideshow means you can are going to view the slides in the full screen. So this is the slideshow mode of this presentation. For doing that, you can either press the F5 function key on the keyboard, or you can select slideshow option from the menu bar, or else you can select slideshow option under the view. Okay, under view you can also select slideshow. So these 3 things if you did if you follow any way, the slideshow will start. You can also use arrow keys to navigate between the slides. So to switch between one slide to another, you can also use the arrow keys, or else you can scroll using the mouse to switch between one slide to another. Okay children, thank you.